Without further ado, everyone, please help me welcome our speaker for this afternoon, Mr. John Rosel.
Hello. So hello guys. Good afternoon. There are approximately how many of you guys here? 100? Wow, 100 people. So you're currently SHS students, senior high. All right, cool. So first of all, I would like to thank Sir Pete for giving me the opportunity to share this topic to you guys. It's all about online marketing or marketing in general. So can we give him a round of applause? Just to give you a background, what happened was he approached me on Facebook stating that he wanted to do this because it's going to add value to you guys. And he mentioned a specific policy that I have to follow, which is I have to talk in English most of the time. Diba? So guys, I do know how to speak in vernacular like Bisaya, Tagalog, dili kayo, but English is a must for this thing. So I'm sorry, but I have to do this. Anyway, let's do this. First of all, who among you here has seen me on Facebook? Wala. Okay, most of the survey, definitely. Alright? Because most of the things that I talk about on Facebook, the brand that I created is called The Present, ThePresent. It's basically more about business, finance, and life. And part of business is marketing. Diba? And I have been in the marketing space for 9 years now. How many years? 9 years. Okay? And it has been a very amazing ride. And I want to share my experience with you. And that's why I'm here. The first 3 years of my marketing career, I was ventured in a network marketing business. Who among you here has been in a network marketing business? Wala. Oh, not familiar with networking? Wala. Wow, it's a new generation. Anyway, so network marketing, I have been there. At the same time, I transitioned into a digital agency where I talked about where I market services, and now I'm marketing agricultural products like the food of the chickens and the pigs. That's what I do on the side. Okay, I don't have a presentation, and there's a reason why. I'm going to ask you to do this. Everybody, please raise your right hand. Right hand. If there's a hole, just cover it. All right? Raise it as high as you can. Right? Stretch it out. All right? Now do this. Shake it as fast as you can. All right? Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Now, put your hand on your neck. Neck. All right. Neck. Very good. Okay na? I'm not sure why your neck is over here. This is your forehead and this is your neck. So this is the school system that has to improve. But anyway, the point of that simple activity is this. I don't have a slide. So what you have to do is listen to the topics that I'm going to share. And that's why this is the neck and this is the forehead. All right? Very good. Now, when we start this thing, I need to let you guys understand the major difference between marketing and sales. Who among you here thinks or believes that marketing and sales is the same? Who among you here believes that marketing and sales is the same? Please raise your hand. Wow. You know. All right. The major difference between marketing and sales is the objective of the marketing and sales. It's not the same. It seems the same because of the activities that you do, but it's not really the same as to the objectives of each department. What do I mean? Because the goal of marketing is one thing, which is to promote. Again, the goal of marketing is promotion. The goal of sales is conversion. Let me repeat that. Marketing, the goal is promotion. Sales is conversion. There's a huge difference between the two. When you market online, when we talk about online or even traditional way of doing it, not every marketing effort is a conversion to sales. But it reminds you that a certain product, a certain business still exists in the marketplace. You get this? For example, have you seen 2 years ago, there was an ad coming from Jollibee. It's all about mga hugot. You know, hugot? Have you seen that? I'm sure you did, because it has reached more than like around 50 million views. Alright? Now, if you notice, they didn't sell anything in that video. All they did was to tell a story about two people meeting in Jollibee, and apparently, he is only a friend zone. See? But it reminds, after 2 years of watching that video, we still know that it is from Jollibee. They didn't sell you a Chicken Joy. They didn't sell you a burger, but it's still a marketing effort coming from them. For 2 years, it's still in your mind. Do you get this? So that's promotion. They didn't have to do it, but they still do it just to remind people that they exist in the marketplace. Conversion, which is coming from sales, is when you are transacting with a customer. It means he is giving you money in exchange for products or services. So I'm sure you're going to do a simulation. That's how you are going to do it. Like you're going to sell a product and then in exchange, they're going to give you services or money. Sometimes it may be an X deal, right? When we say X deal, your products in exchange for their products. It can be done. All right? The reason why I need to share this to you guys because maybe we think that every marketing effort that we did should convert into a sale, but it's actually not. All right? Cool. Let me tell you a story first. When in terms of marketing, I have been doing the present for a year, for exactly a year now. The first 8 months, nobody was listening. Sakit, no? You know, himo-himo kag video and then no one's listening. It's so painful. So what happened was, for the first 8 months, it was all about marketing. On the 8th month, one video shoot up, which was Nganong Pobre Manggihapon Ko, ang topic. And that video reached 3.2 million views as of today. And that video was the reason why the present exists, or like it went up, because of the marketing efforts that I did for the past 8 months. It really helped a lot. If I stopped somewhere within the 8 months, none of these things will happen now. You wouldn't see me here. Sir Pete wouldn't have approached me. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if that stopped within those 8 months. So all the 8 months of marketing efforts converted into a transaction, which is today. All right? Now, when we talk about marketing and sales, you need to understand that. Okay? Question. What's the goal of marketing? It is to promote. What is the goal of sales? It is to conversion. Very good talaga, no? Galing kayo guys. Very, very good. Okay, now, there's two kinds of marketing. There's the traditional way of doing it, and there's the digital way of doing it. What's the first one? Digital. What's the second one? Digital. When we say digital, it is also known as online. All right? I'm going to share 3 reasons why online marketing is crushing traditional media or marketing. How many reasons? 3. The first one is attention. The first reason why online marketing is destroying traditional marketing is because of attention. What do we mean by attention? Have you ever tried hanging out with your friends but you're all on your mobile phones? Like your Facebook, scroll, and then when your friends talk to you, tanawan ni o katawanan ni. Familiar? Especially in your generation? In our generation, it exists. But in your generation, it is more, you know, it's more of you guys, right? Because your attention nowadays is not really with your friends. It is most of the time in your mobile phones. What do you have to have? Simple. A mobile phone or a smartphone and an internet connection. When you have those two things, your attention is on your phone. That is why you get frustrated when you don't have internet. Especially in your house. Why? Because you're not used to it anymore. Your attention is on the mobile phones. Okay? So what do marketers do? Since we know, like us, we know that the attention is in online, what we do is to find ways to get your attention. How do we do that? There's a lot of things. I'm going to discuss that later. But the point is, we're doing our best to grab your attention so that we can promote our products, our services to you guys. Because you're always on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and all these social platforms. So that's the first one. What's the first one? Attention. Number 2 is analytics. The reason why online marketing is crushing traditional marketing is because of analytics. Analytics. Yeah. When we say analytics, it's like this. When you watch a TV show, imagine that you're watching a TV show, you really don't know how many people are watching that same show, right? But when you're watching a video on Facebook, on YouTube, you know for a fact how many people already watched the video. Like 1 million views, 200,000 views, how many people commented, how many people liked it, how many people shared it. But in Provinciano, FPJ, Provinciano, you don't know what's the stats. But on Facebook, on YouTube, like videos, you know how many likes you're getting. That's the advantage part when you use online marketing to your advantage. Why? Because when you market your products or your services, you know the impact of whatever marketing efforts that you did. You know the results that are coming in. You get this? So you know for a fact, okay, I'm doing this marketing. This is the numbers that I'm getting. But if you're going to spend money on traditional marketing, you're going to spend there, but you really don't have an idea what's the result, what's the numbers coming in when you market your products or services in the traditional way. Get this? So what's the second one? Analytics. So we have discussed about attention. We also have discussed about analytics. And the last one is cost efficiency. The third one is cost efficiency. What do we mean by cost efficiency? Every business, ladies and gentlemen, or young ones, we all need to find ways to lessen our cost so that we can sell with a higher margin. In any business, you're going to understand that cost efficiency is a huge plus factor when you're in business. Why? Because the more money that you can save, the more money that you can earn. The more money that you can earn, the more money that you can put back into the business, and you can use that same money for another marketing effort. Get this? All right, what do we mean by cost efficiency? In your own opinion, let's say you want to have an advertisement, and then you're going to put that advertisement in TV. How much do you think it would cost? Who among you here thinks it's ₱1 million minimum? Okay, marami? 500,000. Okay. Let me tell you this. It's a minimum of 500,000 and a maximum of how many millions? That's how much money you are spending when you do traditional marketing. What if you're going to do the same ad and put it on Facebook? How much would it cost you? Let me tell you this. If you spend 50 pesos for an ad on Facebook, you can reach 600 to 1,000 people per day. 600 to 1,000 people per day for a 50 peso investment. Multiply that by 30 days for 1 month, you spend 1,500 pesos and you were able to reach 30,000 people who watched your video, who can see your video. It doesn't include when they share the content. When they share the content, it's a plus for you guys. But the point is, you've spent 1,500, and then 30,000 people will be reached, or even more. Do you think it's more cost efficient, or is it way more expensive than traditional marketing? It's so cost efficient. If you're the businessman, you would want that. If you're the businesswoman, like you girls, you would also want that. Because the more money that you can save, the more extra cash that you can put back to your business for another marketing effort. You get this? All right. So there are three things. The first one is? Second one is? Third one is?
Cost efficiency.
Madaya kayo, meron kayong notes eh. Okay. Ako wala akong notes. Anyway, cool. By the way, do you believe that every one of you is very smart? Yes. Are you sure? Who among you here believes that you're not as smart as the person next to you? Wow. Let me prove you wrong, because everyone here is very unique. Okay? Let's do this again. Everybody, please raise both of your hands as high as you can. You don't have to shake it, okay? You don't have to shake it, but you just have to raise your hand. I'm going to prove to you that regardless of who you are a smart person. Now, just going not to use the mic for this. All right. What you're going to do is automatically cross your arms. Just cross your arms. Again. Relax, okay? Relax. All right? And then cross your arms. All right. Everybody, please look at your arms. And remember this. If your right hand is on your left arm, according to studies, you are very intelligent. So, see. So check. So please check nyo. Yan, you're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. All right? Okay. Now, that's the first one. What if baliktad? Okay, ganito. Yan. What if your left hand is on your right arm? According to studies, you are highly intellectual. Guys, it's actually the same. Very intelligent, highly intellectual, it's the same. Right? But the point is, you are smart. Right? You are smart. Do you believe that you're smart now? Not yet. I wasn't able to convince you. But I'm sure you're going to remember that activity for the rest of your life. But anyway, cool. So now that we've discussed the difference between marketing and sales, which is marketing, the goal is promotion, the goal of sales is conversion, and then the three reasons why online marketing is crushing traditional marketing, which is attention, analytics, cost efficiency. Now that we understand those things, philosophies, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is very important because that's going to be your foundation when you do things. Because sometimes, even if the situation is tough, but you understand why you're doing it, it's easy for you to move forward, even if the numbers doesn't seem to match with your purpose. Okay? Let's do this. There are, in terms of principles, there are principles or strategies in social media marketing that you can all apply today. Now, you can immediately apply this social media marketing principles, regardless of what products you have. I believe you have different products. Regardless of what service you have in the future, okay? Regardless of business, whatever business, you can always maximize these social media marketing principles. There are 4 principles. How many? 4. The first one is you always have to provide value, or you always have to give value. What do we mean? Who among you here are in a relationship? Okay lang ba? A relationship dito? Or basic? Maybe if you raise your hand, you will get suspended. Or, alright? Because in our school before, that's how it works. But I'm not sure if you have the same thing. But anyway, if you are in a relationship, don't raise your hand na lang to protect yourself. You know? Try to imagine this, especially if you're a guy. How many guys do we have here ba? 6? Wow, ang dami ah. So there are a lot of guys here, okay? Most of the time in a relationship, what happens is a guy will approach the girl or will court the girl. That's usually the case, diba? So kaya minsan mahaba yung buhok ng mga babae, no? Kasi ang lalaki ang nagpe-pursue. Anyway, what usually happens is this. A guy finds a way to give value to the girl, and the girl will eventually fall in love with the guy because of the efforts of what the guy did to the girl that made her fall in love. Okay, that's usually the case. Kaya sometimes we think na, bakit siya ang pinili mo? Hindi naman siya kasing gwapo ni ito. But, kasing gwapo nga niya, pero iba yung effort na binibigay nito kaysa itong guy. See? So that's value. If we connect that to social media marketing, give value. If you have a product, if you have a service, if you have a business or a brand, all you have to do is give value through the social media platforms. What do I mean? There are 4 ways that you can provide value to the audience. How many ways? 4. So we're talking about giving value, and there are 4 ways that you can do it. The first one is you can add value through text. T-E-X-T. Text. What do I mean? Let's say you're selling water. For example, ito. Let's say you're marketing water. You're promoting this, and hopefully all of you guys will get thirsty later and you will buy water, for example. Okay? What I'm going to do is text. What we mean by text is you're going to explain through a blog post why water is important to your body. Through a blog post. That's a text. Alright? When people understand why they need water, they would eventually buy from you. The word is eventually, it is not automatically. Because there's a chance that they will not buy from you because you also have other competitors. But there's a chance that they will also buy from you because they trust you, because you're the one who's putting the information out there to the audience. You get this? So you can market your products, your brand in text form. The second one is graphic. The word is graphic or image or a poster. When we say graphic, it's a poster. Okay? Infographics. Have you ever seen like the poster outside of SPMC? You know, the no smoking. And then the body of a baby. And then there's like sunog na mga katawan, lungs, ganon, internally. That's graphic. It is to show people that these are the consequences when you don't stop smoking. They are giving value to the audience by the impact of what smoking will do to your body through a graphic. Now, you don't have to go to SPMC and put that there. You can just create a poster and put it online. On Facebook, on Instagram. You can't post it on YouTube because YouTube is a video platform. Do you get this? Third one that you can do is audio. Audio, or is also known in the tech world as podcast. Podcast. Pero in simple term, it's audio. Audio na lang. Podcast is P-O-D-C-A-S-T. Podcast. All right. What does this mean? When you do podcast, it's like a radio show. It's like radio. It's just that you don't have to go to a radio station. All you have to do is record your voice of what you're talking about water. And then after that, you're going to upload it like Spotify. One here has a Spotify account. Do you know what a Spotify is? All right, it's good. That's good. Okay, I thought nobody knows what Spotify is. All right, it's like Spotify, but instead of listening to music, they are listening to what you're saying about your brand, about your product. Okay, that's the third one. Last, which is my favorite, is video. That is why there's a video over there shooting over me, because this will be put in the online world. All right? So that those people na wala dito, makita rin nila. Now, video. I love videos because they can see you and they can also hear your voice, and you can also edit the posters, you can insert it there, and you can also put text. It's like all in one. All right? It's like all in one. And by far, according to the COO of Facebook, it is going to be the #1 strategy for people who want to market online to grow their business as fast as you can. Starting today until 2022. So if you have the capacity to do videos, then do videos. Alright? By the way, who among you here is familiar with Davao Conyo? Marami? Right? Davao Conyo is more on entertainment. Like dubs or mga whatever ano ba nila. And Davao Conyo is actually my friend, and he is also producing video content online. See? So those are the things that you can do. Now, the purpose of you giving value to them, it is not for you to try to sell to them. Let me get that straight. The purpose of you of putting value out there through text, video, podcast, or image, it is not to automatically convert a person. It is just to educate them and marketing your products, your services online. Do you get this? And let me tell you why this is very important. Everybody, please close your eyes. And let us pray. I know, indeed. Okay. Just close your eyes. Let's do this. Imagine that the only car brand that you know is Toyota. Just close your eyes. Imagine that the only car brand that you know is no other than Toyota. That's it. You don't know about Chevrolet. You don't know about BMW, about Kia, about Nissan, and all these other brands. You only know Toyota. Now, you don't have the money as of the moment, but you've always wanted to have a car. 5 years from now, you got a job, you are a successful businessman, you are an entrepreneur, therefore you have money, extra money for you to buy a car. Everybody, please open your eyes. Question. 5 years from now, you already have the money. The only brand that you know is Toyota. What car brand would you buy? Toyota. Why? Because all those 5 years, you only know one brand, which is Toyota. You don't know Nissan, you don't know Chevrolet, BMW, and all these things. What's the difference? Because for those 5 years, Toyota was still marketing their products, their brand, their service, their cars to you. Those other brands didn't do anything. For example lang, diba? That is why on the 5th year, when you have the money, the only car brand in your brain is Toyota. Because they are consistent in promoting their brand, their products to you. What if Chevrolet and all these other cars did the same thing? They constantly promoted to you guys. It's not going to be easy for you to make a choice because you have different options. It's like going to the grocery, and then when you go to the Canton section, And then there's yakisoba, there's pancit canton, there's hot and spicy, and all those things. But what if isa lang ang nandun? Kana na lang. See? It's still marketing. But it took them how many years? 5 years for them to convert you into a sale. But they are constantly marketing for how many years? That's the power of marketing. It doesn't automatically convert into a conversion. So you have to be patient. Alright? That's the first one. You give value. The second one that you have to prepare for is you have to engage with your audience. Please lang, when you do social media marketing, please, you really have to engage with your audience. When I say engage with your audience, when someone comments, when someone likes your post, you have to acknowledge that they exist. When someone asks you, sir, why is it that this water is more powerful compared to other brands? And then you don't respond. What do you think will happen to the customer, the potential customer? They will be lost because you didn't answer the question. All you did, after you produce the content, you put it out there, and then bye-bye. It's not the case. After you put the content, when someone asks you a question, you respond. Imagine this. Imagine this is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Right? Today is your birthday. You invited everyone because you're very rich. Right? You invited all of you guys here. All of a sudden, all of you guys are in the house, but the celebrant is not there. Would you go into the house? No. Why? Huh? Baga, itag na, masulod lang tama. Lain kayo, di ba? But the point is, you wouldn't go in there because the person hosting the event is not there. It's the same thing with social media. You're posting the content, and then when someone comments and you're not there, it's the same logic. It's the same logic. So you have to be in with them. Okay? You don't just post and then leave them. Now, here's the truth, which is the third point. When you engage with your audience, you have to be prepared for feedback. That's the third point. When you engage with your audience, you have to be prepared for feedback. Jan, what does this mean? When you have to prepare for feedback is you have to prepare for positive feedback, negative feedback, criticism, and misconception. What do we mean by misconception? There are times when you talk about something and then they didn't understand how you want it to be understood. Diba? So, there are times in my content, when I produce content, the latest one that got hit was Pagbayad na oy. That's the topic. I'm not sure if you've seen it. The topic is Pagbayad na oy. Yan. In the span of 3 weeks' time, it reached 2.7 million views. The span of 3 weeks' time. And then there were people who said bad things towards me. You know? Bad things towards me. For example, nagpakamatay akong amigo pag humanyag tanaw sa imuhang video. Kuya mo, diba? Most yun itong niambak sa mall, pero wala na yun. But anyway, diba? That's one. Another thing was, a negative feedback that I had was, unta gitagalog. Sana tinagalog mo na lang kasi hindi namin maintindihan. Ano ka ba? Wala ka bang utak? So, ako mag-adjust palagi. Ganun. But, you know, those are feedback. Pero meron din iba na, sir, I agree with what you said. Na people should actually approach their creditors if they're having a hard time. Some people are positive feedback. Some people got negative feedback. But regardless, those two things will go your way. When you do social media marketing or marketing in general, people will talk back at you. Like you don't even, like sometimes they will hurt you intentionally, but that's just part of the game. So yeah, remember this, Batman. Everybody say Batman. Batman. Batman means bato at manhid. Alright? bato at manhid ang ating kasing-kasing. Itong heart. There will be times that you have to be a stone, but you also have to take care of the audience, especially those who believe in whatever it is that you're saying. And sometimes when you love the product, let's say water, you really love this product, and when you promote it out there, some people will take this thing na ano nila ba, like put you in a bad light. When we say put you in a bad light, that means they're going to find ways to destroy your product so that you won't get any sale. That's a reality that you have to prepare for. So, after you engage with the audience, you will read all the comments, you will read all the messages. Sometimes you have to prepare for the good things and the bad things. Diba? Number 4, which is the last one. Regardless if you're a marketer, a traditional marketer, or an online marketer, you have to be prepared for this. You have to be patient. You don't have to be impatient, huh? You have to be patient. Let's clear with that. What do we mean? When you say patient, here's the truth. As I mentioned a while ago, when you market, it doesn't automatically means it's going to convert into a sale. Sometimes they will ask you for the price. They will ask for a quotation of your product. And that happened a lot to me. Like the same customer keep on asking the same product and how much is the price? Sir, how much is the price? After next week, how much is the price? Next week, how much is the price? So, sige lang, pangutana ning, hindi mo palit. I mean, it's getting frustrating ba? You know? But here's the catch. It came to a point that she bought the product. Why? Because another supplier wasn't able to deliver the promise that he made. So since I was constantly promoting, marketing, showing up to her office, even if I didn't have any sale, I was constantly just showing myself so that to remind her that I exist. If in case something bad happens to her supplier or like there's a miscommunication, I will be there to somehow help to solve the problem. And it did. So she ordered, we delivered the products, and she was able to feed her pigs. Grabe no, pigs dude. But it's the truth. Okay? So you have to be patient. Sometimes things will not go your way. You're spending money to meet with this person, and this person will not convert. It's painful because you already spent money. But later down the line, maybe that person will remember you when the time comes. So you have to be patient. Major difference between marketing and sales is this. Marketing is usually for the long term. Sales is usually for the short term. Because you need the sales so that you will get the money and then you can pay for the services that you offer. Right? Obviously, you have operational expenses. You need the sales so that it can cover up with your expenses. But marketing is for the long term. This is where your words matter. When you say something, you have to remember that whatever it is that you said, you will deliver whatever it takes. What you said. When you said that you're going to deliver on this date, then deliver on that date. You get this? Alright. So, recall. Social media marketing philosophies or principles. The first one is? Okay, what are ways for you to give value? There are 4 ways. The first one is? Second? Third? Fourth? Very good, children. Alright, number 2 is? When you engage with your audience, you have to be prepared for? Okay, after feedback, and then when you do all those activities, you have to be patient. Alright, thank you. So guys, please prepare your questions. Thank you so much for having me here. And if you want to check my page, it's called The Present. It has the blue logo if you want to like, and all of my videos are over there. And thank you, Sir Pete, for inviting me here. So thank you, everyone.